now Chuck and I are not really doing that much stained glass. What we're doing more of is sandblasted glass that's painted and leaked. And if you look at these pieces back here, these are all examples of that. The glass is sandblasted and painted. And then on the top surface, you'll see there is forged metal that's applied to the top to, actually to me it kind of looks like calligraphy on top of the glass. And I'll show you a little sample of how I do the painting. So this piece has already been sandblasted, and I've already painted the pale Naples yellow in the background. Does it, I don't know if it shows up, does it show up all the little lines and you can see how the glass has been blasted at different levels? Well, one of the ways you can emphasize that is by painting it. And plus it makes the piece, I think, more interesting if it has color on it. And so what I use is artist oils. I use Old Holland artist oils, which are supposed to be the best quality. Although the last time I bought them, they were so expensive. I'm not sure. So I've already mixed up some paint. I used a little bit of alizarin crimson and a little bit of ultramarine blue, just to tone down the red a little bit in the alizarin crimson. If I used a lot more blue, I would have purple. But this color is still red.
And that's all things you just sort of learned through trial and error. And
I took a watercolor class years ago, and that was how I learned how to mix paints. I never thought I was not good at watercolor, because I really am better at things that have a hard edge, I think, from doing stained glass all the time. And watercolor is by its nature sort of, you know, real loose and everything. And I wasn't good at it. But so that was how I learned how to mix my paints. If you notice, I have a gazillion brushes over here. And one of the reasons is that I use different brushes for different colors so that I don't get the brushes polluted by the other color. So these are the brushes I use for red and purple. So now I have to find the perfect size brush for this. And I guess I'll just use this one. I use this nice little sable brush. Our synthetic sable, since it's going on glass that's been sandblasted. My brushes always get real small eventually. I wear them down to stubs because this is a rough surface. It's like sandpaper, so every time I brush, the brush gets a little smaller. And what I'm going to do now is just apply this very loosely. Here, I'm going to raise my table up a little.
Nice.
A little noisy, it's a little bent. I got it used. So I'll just put the paint down all on the border. And if you notice it's going on kind of thick, I'm not being very careful because, but I do, it's kind of like I'm being a good girl and staying in the lines. If you notice, there are these gray lines around everything, and that's actually what's left of the vinyl resist that we put on when we sandblast. And that will come off at the very end of the process, but it's good because it keeps my paint separated from the other color of paint. Because like I said earlier, I like these hard edges, which is not what it's kind of frowned upon in the art world. Everybody's supposed to be loose. I guess I'll just have to save my looseness for my personal life instead. This is oil paint mixed with turpenoid, and so it thins it, and it makes it dry faster too because it's been thinned.
And these are your sketches, your designs here?
Yeah, these are our own designs. Here's a copy of the pattern right here. We do everything on this vellum, and first we do it in pencil. and then we do it in ink, and then we cut out the design using an X-Acto blade onto the glass that has resist on it.